Hello everybody, welcome to Art with Jim. This week we are going to be talking about and making art about emojis. So if you look here on the iPad, there is an emoji. Now the word emoji comes from emotion, and basically that's what it is. It is a stand-in for us when maybe our friends and family can't see us. So for example, if we're texting someone and we want to show emotion, well, sometimes it's hard to type. So, for example, we can use an emoji like this one, the crying laughing emoji, to show how we're feeling. So, believe it or not, this is the most popular emoji in America. So that means a lot of us are laughing out there. It is a great way to tell someone how you're feeling, right? Through a little picture. So believe it or not, there's a lot of art involved in emojis. Here is the unicorn emoji. Now, what feeling is that? Yeah, it's complicated, right? But you know what? Maybe sometimes I would need a unicorn to describe how I'm feeling. So it's up to you to decide what those feelings are, but we use emojis for all different reasons, right? Because sometimes it's just easier to show a picture than to type it out. Now I love this one. This means the artists are getting involved, right? This is emoji art. So someone was so inspired by the poop and unicorn emoji that they combined them together to create an all new emoji and maybe a whole new feeling. I love that one. Now this one's here just to prove a point that there is an emoji for everything, including one for my dog. Now here's our jumping off point. I love this emoji. This shows that I'm having kind of a silly, goofy time. Maybe I said something silly, or maybe I heard something silly. Some of my friends send this back to me when they're having a good time too. So I'm going to use this as maybe my jumping off point, but I'm going to try to create my very own emoji. I'm not going to do something totally from scratch. I'm going to use some of these ideas, but I'm going to put my own spin on it. Now I borrowed the lid of a pot from the kitchen to trace, right? It's just a regular sheet of paper and a pencil and a lid. And believe it or not, this is a great place to start. So next I just cut that out. And to save time, the power of magic. I cut one in advance, right? So this is what would have happened if I cut that entirely out. Now I cut a little bit more out in advance. I cut some circles out. Take a look, right? 1, 2, 3 different shaped circles have maybe about 50% of an emoji done already, right? I don't need too much to create a face. And I just traced some things around the house. A cup, a glue stick, right? To get what I needed. Now, I think that's good for one eye. I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to cut a shape like this. It's kind of like a half circle shape. And what that looks like is the eye is all of a sudden closed, right? So here's what I'm saying. I'm going to make my own emoji. So one eye wide open, one eye closed. All right, am I done? No, not quite. All right, what else do I need? Well, a mouth. Maybe I draw a mouth. How's that? Isn't that funny? It has feeling to it. It has emotion, right? And maybe this is how I'm feeling right now. Since I like where my shapes go, I'm going to glue them down. Just like so. That's a big eye, but that's okay. And look at this. If I put the eye up there, that's maybe a different emotion than if I put the eye down here. But you know what? I think I'm going to go right there, right close to the center. All right. Am I finished? Well, maybe. It's really up to you. But I thought I'd add kind of a funny take on this emoji. Raise your hand if you've ever felt like rainbows were shooting out the top of your head. Yes, of course, us all, right? That's a pretty common emotion. So what I did is I cut strips of paper, and what I'd like to do is glue them on the back of my head. Just that kind of normal everyday feeling like rainbows are shooting out the tops of our head, right? We all know that. Okay, there's some glue. You know, let's be technical here. Rainbow. Say it with me. To make a rainbow, let's start with red, orange, yellow, green, which on camera looks very close to yellow. Add a little more glue. Blue. A little more glue. And purple. All right, let's flip. Whoa. Look at that. Now that was unexpected, right? I didn't know how this would turn out, but that is a pretty good emoji. Now, if I wanted to make a mask, do you see this? This is just a paper straw, right? You might have a stick, paper straw. I could flip over my emoji and take some tape like this. And now I have a mask, right? I can walk around the house showing everybody how I'm feeling with my emoji. So, just to recap, what did we do? We made our own emoji, and by doing so, we made our own emotion. We made our own feeling. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide what that feeling is, but I know it because I'm feeling it right now. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.